Has it happened with you that you wanted to say something in English and then just freeze? Like you know what you want to say, but the words don't come out? Or maybe you say something and immediately think, wait, did that sound weird? Did that even make sense? Yeah, that feeling is more common than you think. And it doesn't matter how many grammar lessons you've done or how many vocabulary lists you've memorized. When you're in a real conversation, your brain goes blank. It happens to almost everyone who's learning English, and honestly, it even happens to people who've been speaking it for years. In this video, I present. I'm giving you 10 basic English phrases that will make your daily conversations feel natural, confident, and effortless starting today. Here's why this matters more than most people realize. Knowing grammar rules won't save you when someone's waiting for your answer. What saves you is having the right phrases ready, phrases that fit real situations, not textbook exercises. And here's something that actually shocked me when I first read it. According to a study published by Cambridge University Press, learners who focused on high-frequency spoken phrases became conversational up to 3 times faster than those who focused on grammar study alone. That's not an opinion. That's science. Okay, so let's get into it. First situation. Someone asks you something and you need a second to think. Maybe it's your boss asking for your opinion in a meeting. Maybe it's a friend asking what you want for dinner. Your brain needs a moment, but you don't want to stand there in silence looking lost. This is where you say, "That's a good point. Let me think about that for a second." It buys you time without making you look unsure. It actually makes you sound thoughtful. Use it whenever you need that small pause to gather your thoughts. Trust me on this one. Now here's a phrase that almost nobody teaches in class, but you'll use it every single day. Or you missed what someone said. A lot of people just say, "What?" And listen, that works, but it can sound a bit sharp or rude depending on your tone. Instead, try, "Sorry, could you say that again?" Or even simpler, "Sorry, I didn't catch that." It's polite, it's natural, and native speakers say it constantly. There's zero shame in it. People mishear things all the time. Next one. You're in a conversation and you want to agree with someone strongly, not just say yes, but really show you're on the same page. The phrase is, "Exactly? That's what I was thinking too." It builds connection instantly. It tells the other person they're making sense and that you get it. You can drop this into almost any conversation, at work, with friends, during a class discussion. It's one of those phrases that makes people like talking to you. Okay, moving on. This one's for when you want to add something to what someone just said without interrupting them or being awkward about it. Say, and another thing I'd add to that is, "It's smooth." It shows you were listening and that you have something valuable to contribute. A lot of learners stay quiet in group conversations because they don't know how to jump in without being rude. This phrase is your entry point. Now here's the thing, disagreeing in English can feel scary. You don't want to be too direct, but you also don't want to just nod along and say nothing. So use this, "I see what you mean, but I think." It acknowledges the other person's point first, which is respectful, and then lets you share your own view. It doesn't start a fight, it starts a conversation. Use it when your opinion is different from someone else's and you want to say so without it getting weird. Here's what most people miss when it comes to asking for help. They either say nothing because they don't know how to ask, or they ask in a way that sounds too formal or even demanding. Instead, try, "Would you mind helping me with this?" It's polite without being stiff. It gives the other person an easy way to say yes. You can use it at work, in a shop, anywhere you need someone's time or assistance. It just works. And this one is huge when you want to check if the other person understood you or if you're explaining something and you want to make sure it landed. Say, "Does that make sense?" 3 words. Incredibly useful. It opens the door for the other person to ask questions if they need to without making anyone feel bad. It's caring, it's clear, and it keeps the conversation going. All right, quick reminder, if you're finding this useful, hit that subscribe button right now. I put out practical English lessons like this regularly, and you don't want to miss the next one. The link's right there. Let's keep going. This next phrase is for when something goes wrong and you need to take responsibility, at work, with a friend, in any situation. Say, "I'm really sorry about that. It won't happen again." It's simple and it's direct. What makes it powerful is the second part. It won't happen again shows accountability, not just regret. It tells the other person you've actually heard them, and that matters a lot in professional and personal relationships. Now, for something a little different, when you want to give someone a compliment or positive feedback in a natural way, instead of just good job, try, you really did well with that. Or I was genuinely impressed by how you handled that. It's specific, it sounds real. Generic compliments like nice or good are fine, but they don't stick. When you're more specific, people actually feel seen, and they'll remember you for it. Last one. This one's for wrapping up a conversation professionally and warmly at the same time. Whether you're ending a call, finishing a meeting, or leaving a casual catch-up with a friend, say, "It was really good talking to you. Let's catch up again soon." It closes the conversation on a positive note and leaves the door open. It's warm without being over the top. It's the kind of thing that makes people think, "I like talking to that person." Okay, so now let's talk about the mistakes. First one, using phrases you've memorized but don't actually understand. So you say something and the other person responds in a way you didn't expect, and now you're lost. Don't collect phrases like trophies. Learn what they actually mean and when they fit. Otherwise, they'll backfire on you. Second mistake, being too formal in casual situations. Saying, "I was wondering if perhaps you could assist me," when you're just asking a friend to pass the salt. So frustrating to sound robotic when you're trying to connect with someone. Match your phrase to your situation. Casual settings, casual language. That's how real conversations work. Third mistake, avoiding phrases you're not sure about and just staying silent instead. I get it, you don't want to say the wrong thing, but staying quiet doesn't help you improve. Use the phrase, make the small mistake, learn from it, move on. That's the actual path to fluency. And this is the part nobody tells you. Every confident English speaker made 100 mistakes on the way to sounding natural. Every single one. Here's your ready-to-use template. Next time you're in any English conversation, keep these 3 phrases in your back pocket. To buy time, that's a good point. Let me think about that for a second. To check understanding, does that make sense? To wrap things up warmly, it was really good talking to you. Let's catch up again soon. That's your starter kit. 3 phrases, every conversation, starting now. If this video helped you, give it a thumbs up. It really does help this channel grow. And if you want to keep improving your English with practical, real-world lessons, hit subscribe so you never miss a video. There's a lot more coming and you don't want to fall behind. See you in the next one. Keep practicing. You've got this.